with my money. You can't just keep blowing me off.
Look, let's just talk later, please. Set a time. We can't talk about shady business right now. Run! Go! Leave!
Ma'am, where's that?
No, just don't.
All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm 5 minutes late.
No,
I need to go over the details of the scene. That way I can better, further the investigation.
Okay.
So what exactly happened?
So I walked into the room and I looked around and I asked for my father and I couldn't see him at all or find him, and he didn't respond at all either to my calls. So I looked around a little longer and I finally checked into the bathroom, and he just was dead in the tub.
Young lady, please stay right there. Do not move. We're going to ask you a series of questions, and you must be forthright. Do you swear under oath? Please raise your right hand. I will answer.
I will answer.
In the manner in which I am requested.
In the manner in which I am requested.
With only the truth. So help me God.
With only the truth, so help me God.
Let's get started. As you entered the room, what did you see?
There was clothes everywhere. I saw, the beds weren't made. I asked out my father's name. He did not answer. I looked around a little bit and there was no one in the room. I looked into the bathroom and he was just dead there in the tub.
Okay, when you say dead, did you check for a pulse or what? How did you determine that
I just
the deadness?
saw him.
What position was your father in as you saw him?
Just like, he wasn't just straight and dead. It was like kind of like his hand was like this and his legs were straight and kind of bended, and like someone maybe threw him in or something.
Was he on the floor? Was he in the bathtub?
He was in the bathtub.
In the bathtub.
So,
Okay. What was his facial expression?
he was just sitting there like that.
Just none. Okay. How many minutes were you gone from the room?
I was only there. I've been at work all day, so I just came home and no one was there. So.
What did you do upon seeing the deadness of your father? What did you do?
Well, I immediately called the police.
Okay. Did anyone else see your father in this condition?
I don't think so. Maybe the murderer.
Well, who do you surmise the murderer could be?
I'm not sure. It could be a hotel person.
Did your father have any criminal address?
Ma'am, please have a seat.
I'm trying.
All right, just take your time.
Sonny, it's okay.
That's fine. All right, could you please describe to me what you experienced about a week ago in this hotel?
It is
about
beyond
midnight.
description.
Okay.
It was frightening.
But could you try to describe it?
Terrifying.
All right, that's better.
I had my hearing aids in, and I thought maybe the battery was dead.
Okay.
You know how they start to squeal.
Yes.
But I took them out. I realized the battery wasn't dead. There was literally. Now let me tell you this. I came to this hotel with high expectations.
Yes, ma'am.
I have stayed in hotels the world over.
Yes, ma'am.
I have stayed in hotels where you can hear the rats running in the ceiling, young man.
ma'am.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel like that?
No, ma'am, I have not.
Have you ever stayed in a hotel where you walk in and the aquarium is thick with soot and you can't hardly tell, is it a fish or
ma'am.
not?
But
I have stayed in hotels where there are bars at the front desk and you slip your money under there.
Mm-hmm.
Have you stayed in hotels like this, young man?
No, it might
Well,
have
I chose this hotel. Am I answering your question?
No, ma'am, I'm sorry. I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, let me answer it for you. I chose this hotel because I thought my expectations would be met.
Mm-hmm.
But as I laid there and took my hearing aids out of my ears, I realized it was not my battery that was dead.
Yes, ma'am.
There was a scream.
Yes, ma'am.
A blood curdle. Can you understand what I'm saying to you?
Yes, ma'am, I can.
A blood curdling.
Blood curling.
How would
Yes,
you
ma'am.
feel
I would feel terrified.
if you were a world traveler, been around a few times,
Yes, ma'am.
and you had high expectations, and you thought you came to the best hotel,
Yes, ma'am.
and yet you heard a scream in the middle of the night?
So,
So-
did you hear anything before the scream? Like a thud? Like
Well,
some
I was
struggles?
eating my sandwich,
Okay.
and I heard this clicking
You're
sound.
still eating your sandwich. A
Well,
week later, yes.
Well, it takes some of us a while in digestion. There was a clicking sound.
Yes, ma'am.
I thought it was the door, but it actually was my false teeth. And so I took those out. But yes, that's then I went to get in bed, and there was a creaking sound. Realized it was the bed. And then I lay down, and there was a buzzing sound.
Oh, no.
And I realized it was a fly in the window. But when the blood-curdling scream came, there was no explanation.
No.
It was not my hearing aids. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I do understand. So there was nothing that, like, hit the wall, or no thud, no yelling?
Well, as I said, my hearing aids were out, so I don't really know that I heard that. But I
Alright.
know I heard the blood-curdling scream.
Alright, the indescribable blood curdling scream. Alright.
Yes.
And what time did you hear that scream?
It was... $11:39 p.m.
Alright. Hey, so, do you know why I called you in here?
I don't know. I fix her car. I don't know why you called me in though.
Well, I've just noticed in the past month, you fixed her car 4 times. What kind of car does she have?
She has a Honda Civic.
She has a Honda Civic? Oh, then how come she has a Dodge car?
I don't know. Maybe she has multiple cars. I don't know. That's what I meant.
Alright, so when she would come in with her car, what would she have you fix? Like, what were
She
her
had me
problems?
fix the tailpipe reactor. It's pretty important. It keeps the engine from exploding.
That's it?
Yeah.
She had you fix that 4 times?
Yeah, and it's
And every
been
time-
acting up.
Okay, and every time it was a payment of $200,000.
It's an expensive piece of technology.
Well, have you heard recently about what she's been going through with her family and her hotel and
I
everything?
know she's been kind of flustered lately or something. But I don't.
Well, you know, her dad recently died, and she walked in at 11:39, and she found her dad lying in the tub. No blood, no evidence of struggle. But see, she said that she found him at midnight. But the lady next door, who has a very good attention to detail, said that she heard the scream at 11:39. So she comes in, is fuzzy about the details. See, if that were my father, I'd be very keen on what the details were. And then I questioned everybody in the hotel, and everybody liked him. He was a likable guy. You know, he was a great manager, and he was a good guy. But see, with his death, not only does Priscilla get the life insurance, but she also gets the business. And then I started tracing her financial records. This past month, 4 payments of $200,000 to you to fix her tailpipe reactor. See, it just doesn't add up. So then I looked into your background. You have a background. You have a juvie record. You went in for assault. You went in for theft. You went in for breaking and entering. So you already have a record. So then I looked into your whereabouts this past week when the murder occurred. See, you had just told a friend before you left that you were going to be gone for a few hours. And a stoplight tracked your car at the stoplight right outside this hotel about 20 minutes before the estimated time of death. So I thought about this more, and I came to the conclusion that you, Damian Brown, killed Mr. Wilson. Get up. You're under arrest. You're under arrest. Get your hands behind your back. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one,
Hey Jesse, I'm going to be working in my office. Okay.
Priscilla Wilson, stand up. You are under arrest for the murder of your father. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of law. You have the right to an attorney. If you cannot afford one will be provided for you freely.
Papers. Oh, I'll take one, thank you. This is ridiculous. He was a good assassin.